Plans for St. Louis's Workhouse, which closed years ago, are still up in the air. As the mayor re-envisions using the former jail for the homeless, backlash continues. And today, those who showed up to voice concern got shut down by city leaders. First Alert 4's Shoshana Stahl reports.
This is an issue that is both personal to me as someone who spent time in the workhouse.
The debate over what to do with St. Louis City's medium security institution, also known as the Workhouse, continues. Arch City Defender's Deputy Director of Community Collaborations, Inez Bordeaux, says one favorable plan is selling the site and putting those profits towards an off-site resource hub for the community.
By addressing the issue that got folks in the workhouse to begin with, which is having the ability to get that need met, whether it is housing or mental health or substance abuse treatment.
After presentations, Thursday's meeting to discuss the future of the workhouse cut short because there was another hearing scheduled afterward. That meant despite dozens showing up from the public, none had time to speak.
Unhoused people who came to City Hall to share their experiences and make their voices heard. There were folks who took off work and people who took time out of their day to show up and want to make their voices heard. And so to leave today and not have the opportunity to do that is incredibly disappointing.
Alderman Rasheen Aldridge says he's on board with the idea to create a memorial and finding a way to use the site to bring jobs to North City. Mayor Jones suggesting what used to be the workhouse be transformed into a site for more tiny homes to help the unhoused. An idea Aldridge is strongly against.
There's still a lot of questions about that location. One, the zoning is Zone K. It's an industrial area, so it's not zoned for housing. We know that the soil is contaminated on that site.
Alderman Aldridge adds the facility's location on the industrial Hall Street would be isolating.
To put them again in an area that has no resources, that doesn't have access to a bus line, that doesn't have access so that they can get back on their feet, it seems like we're just pushing a situation away.
I personally am incredibly disgusted. I just cannot fathom how the mayor, who says that she understands the legacy of the workhouse and the harm that it has caused Black people and brown people in our communities for decades, and to think that moving unhoused people to that piece of land is the solution to the problem.
The Public Safety Committee highlights this is only one of many discussions with the public, inviting speakers to come back next week. In St. Louis, Shoshana Stahl, First Alert 4.
And we asked the city for the number of people who died while at the workhouse. We were told they don't track deaths per corrections facility. What they did tell us, since 2018, 24 people died at either the City Justice Center or at the workhouse.